Hey everybody, I'm just getting ready to work on the shackle here. I believe that I mentioned earlier on a post that the shackles, the bushings were kind of bad. Kind of give you a close-up here. They're pretty cracked. The other one's just as bad, if not worse. And I was looking online trying to figure out how to get these things out of here, and couldn't really find a whole lot. I'm sure I could have them pressed out of here. I'm not sure. It doesn't look like does not look like there's a metal sleeve around it. Just that little sleeve on the inside. So it kind of hit me last night. What about something like a hole saw? So I went and picked one up. This is a Lenox brand. It's an 1 1/8. It's a little bit smaller than the inner diameter here, and so that gives me plenty of room to work, but is also bigger than this metal sleeve here. So I've never done anything like this before, so I'm gonna give it a shot and see what happens. Worst case scenario, I've got to try another method. I've got 2 or 3 that I'm looking at trying. If this doesn't work, I'm pretty good at destroying things, so if this doesn't work, we'll see what other way I can destroy it without actually destroying the whole shackle. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna get set up here and possibly take a video of me actually doing this, so if anybody else wants to use it for reference in the future, they can do that. Be back. Okay guys, here we are, getting ready to drill this bushing out. Not sure how it's going to sound. Hopefully it's not going to be too loud for you guys. I'll see what I can do in the edit and see how bad it is. But here's my Lenox 1 1/8 hole saw, and I've got a Dewalt 18-volt drill. Just going to see what we can do with this. As you can see, it's a bit smaller than the actual shackle frame here, so we're just going to give this a shot and see what happens. Here we go. So there's one half. I think I got to get in on the other side and flip it over and start drilling again. It's puts off quite a smell, I can tell you that much. If you've never done this before or never torched a bushing, I have not, but I've seen people do it, and I've heard people say about how badly it stinks, and now I believe them and see why. So I'll go ahead and turn this around here, start in on the other side. We'll just keep going until we get through it. Or until my battery dies. One of the two. That battery's about shot. See if I got any of these other ones charged enough. I know they were both dead. Oh, there we go. Let's see what this one does. like we're getting close. Oh, there we go. We're through. Still a lot of residual in there. Not too bad though, actually, to be honest. Actually, looking at it, it doesn't look like there's too much at all. Let's get you a closer look here and kind of show you what I'm talking about. I have gloves on. I would advise doing that. I did hit the inner frame a little bit, but I don't think that's going to make that big a difference. I'll go ahead and show you here what it looks like. You kind of see the light there. You can see that I got all that out of there. I do have new bushings on the way. They'll either be here tomorrow or Thursday, but this was a major concern for me to get this cleaned out because I wanted to make sure I was ready for those new bushings. This is what was going to hold me back from getting it all put back together in the next day or so. You can see that's pretty clean. I'll take a wire brush to that and clean it up a little more, and then they'll be ready for the bushings. So I got one more to do, and I believe I also have the two frame bushings on the truck to do, because I believe the set that I got comes with all of those bushings combined. So I've got this one here now that I have to do. You can see it makes a big old mess, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. I would advise maybe wearing a mask while you're doing this. If you want to equate the smell to something, I would say it's comparable to maybe a burning tire or burning rubber. So I think that's about it. I'm going to get this other one drilled out, call it a night. I did also get a couple other things in. I'll just touch on that real quick. I got my end links in, and I don't know if I need those yet. These are for the rear. I've got the bushings and everything that come with those. And I went to Lowe's tonight when I got my hole saw bit, and I got all kinds of grade 8 hardware, nuts, bolts, washers, lock washers. Also got some Loctite, because for the bigger bolts that I got, they did not have the nylock nuts for those. So that's it for now. I will be doing some more probably tomorrow night, and hopefully those not washers, but bushings will be here tomorrow or Thursday, and we'll get all this back together on Friday night and be ready for the weekend to tackle the front, because I know that's going to be a big pain. So until then, I'm out.